Bring me the sunset in a cup, reckon the morning's flagons up, and say how many dew. Tell me how far the morning leaps. Tell me what time the weaver sleeps, who spuns the breath of blue. Write me how many notes there be in the new robin's ecstasy. Among astonished boughs, how many trips the tortoise make, how many cups the bee partakes, the debauchee of dews. What if you could pour the sunset into a cup? What if you could pour the sunset into a cup, not to drink it, but to understand it? To hold a piece of the day's final golden sigh in your hand and ask it, where do you go when the stars arrive? Emily Dickinson, a poet of quiet rooms and infinite wonders, dares to ask such questions. In a world that often demands answers, Dixon gives us something richer: awe, curiosity, and the courage to wonder aloud. Her poem, Bring Me the Sunset in a Cup, is not just a piece of writing, it's a map of longing, drawn in invisible ink. It asks not how things work, but why they move us. In an age where everything is measured, timed, tracked, and explained, Dixon's poem reminds us of the importance of wonder, the kind of deep childlike curiosity that science alone cannot satisfy. Her poetic questions challenge the modern obsession with facts and data, urging us to not just know the world, but to feel it. As we race through life surrounded by screens and schedules, this poem slows us down. It invites us to listen to the robin's song, to observe the morning's dew, and to ask who counts the wampum of the night. In doing so, it speaks directly to the anxiety of the digital era, the feeling of being disconnected from nature, from beauty, and from ourselves. In stanza 1, she opens up by making an impossible request: to bring her the sunset in a cup, to measure the dew, to count nature's delicate offerings. This isn't mere whimsy, it's a poetic way of asking, can we truly capture beauty? Can we even measure wonder? In stanza 2, she shifts her focus to sound, to the joyful music of robin's song and the soft steps of a tortoise. She asks who notices the little things. Even the bee's tiny sip of dew is a miracle to her, showing her reverence of the unnoticed details of life. Also, who laid the rainbow's spears, also who leads the docile spheres, by a withered of supple blue, whose fingers string the stalactite, who counts the wampum of the night, who see that none is due, who built this little Alban house and shut the windows down so close, my spirit cannot see, who let me out some gala day, with implements to fly away, passing pomposity. In stanza 3, she turns philosophical. She wonders who built the rainbow, who guides the stars. She questions the creation of the sky, the logic behind the universe, not with a scientific inquiry, but with a soul-stirring curiosity. In the final stanza, her questions grow personal. She asks, who built this fragile body, this Alban house, and closed it off from deeper truths? She longs to break free from superficial life and soar towards higher understanding, to escape pomposity and live with purpose, awe, and spiritual freedom. Each stanza in this poem is a doorway into wonder, into mystery, and into the very heart of what it really means to be human. Emily was one of the most influential poets in American literature, though she lived most of her life in quiet obscurity. Born in 1830, she lived a reclusive life, rarely leaving her home and often communicating through letters. But behind her silence was a storm of thoughts. In the solitude of her small upstairs room, she wrote nearly 1800 poems. As the final lines fade, we realize she was never truly asking for the sunset or the dew or the turtle's slow journey. She was asking for freedom, the freedom to feel, to wonder, to live beyond the ordinary. In the brief, brilliant poem, she reminds us that the world is full of small miracles, and that the questions we ask in wonder are often more powerful than the answers we chase in certainty. May we too find the courage to ask the impossible, to seek beauty in hidden in simplicity, and to hold even for a moment the sunset in our own hands. Today, Emily is celebrated as a pioneer of modern poetic expression, a poet who taught us that even in stillness there can be boundless depth.